Good afternoon, everybody. Eric Foster, co-founder of the Future Today and Tomorrow Super PAC. Just got a chance to see Donald Trump's press conference at his golf club that he's in effect pimping the United States because we pay as taxpayers for the agents to stay there. He charges us as a country for access while he's there, and it's a built-in kickback to him from me and you, American taxpayers. But I digress. I'm watching the coverage of this on the back end, and it really seems to me that too many times traditional media tries to find a way to explain this with common sense, as if the words that come out of him or Drunk Pete, the defense secretary, or economically illiterate Scott Bessent, or potential pedophile Howard Lutnick, or others say are things that are tangible and you can report on from a policy dynamic. Let's just be real. The best way to communicate about what we're seeing is this: everything that he said today is a lie. Everything that he and his administration says is a lie, except for maybe their names. And unless I see some birth certificates, since they want birth certificates to be proof of citizenship for voting, I think we need birth certificates for proof of citizenship for who they really are and if they are who they say they are. But nothing he said about what's happening in Iran was true. Nothing of what he said in regards to strategy, end goals, planning, action, none of that was true. There's no game plan for how do you get out of this situation, and there's no game plan for what you need to do in terms of stabilizing both the Middle East and the greater world. And ultimately, no real justification as to why we're here, other than the no justification. I'm not even gonna put a other than. There is no justification. So he's here, started this war. American troops are dying. American soldiers have been injured. Thousands of people have died. We hit a and bombed a school with young women in Iran in it, killing hundreds of them. But it's this whole framework of, well, what is he saying and how it affects the markets, and did he provide any sort of clear, coherent framing in regards to what's happening? And he didn't. Now, what would be best, I believe, would be to communicate it that clear. Just say, look, this man and his team have no rationale as to why they're there. Everything that they're telling us are lies. And so, media, let's communicate from that premise and then construct truth based off of the lies and the garbage that we're being fed. And let's marry it to facts. Let's marry it to the realities of impact, and then dissect if anything that they've said or doing or done relates to the real world. I think that would be a more effective way to communicate what is going on here, why we're here, and where do we go. So, if you want to help groups like ours that can get into the fight, that can communicate, visit us at our website, www.futurepack.today. Check out my Substack channel, A New Way Forward by The Future Today and Tomorrow. Also, we have a podcast that connects to videos like this that runs on Apple Podcasts. So listen to us there. But get into the process of not just taking the information that you're given, but looking a little deeper, asking questions, and not accepting the lies that are coming out of the MAGA administration, and also the way that the traditional mainstream media tries to make this sound like there's something logical and common sense about it, because there's nothing common and nothing makes sense with anything that they're saying. So, that once again, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Join us at the Future Today. www.futurepack.today. Eric Foster, co founder of The Future Today and Tomorrow.